Doug. I love early mornings here at home. This is my last day. I'll be going back to work tomorrow. It's Sunday morning here in America. So I guess it would be Sunday night in Japan. I've been recording videos all weekend. Mike and I did I think a really good Zoom recap. It hasn't been posted yet, but I'm looking forward to it being posted. I'll probably repost it on Facebook. But I'm just getting up. Actually, I didn't sleep that much last night. I had a call from my friends Sandy and Brian. We talked for quite a while, and then I went back to sleep. But they're going to be going through, hopefully, Encinitas today. I'm trying to hook them up to my friend Richard. It's going to be kind of tight because their plane leaves at 6 o'clock in the evening, and LA's a couple hours north of there. And I have to see if they can hook up with Richard today. That'd be awesome if they can. And if they make it down there too as well.
What else was I going to say? Oh yeah, Doug, this is for you. Buddhism. Yes, there's a lot of Buddhism in Sri Lanka. It's one of the biggest religions here. And the festival that I attended last night, the Perahera festival, was actually a Buddhist one. So there are like some temples out here which you'll see like giant Buddhas and whatnot. It's nowhere in the realm of like Thailand, but it's still just, it's still beautiful.
My dad's chair in his art studio, because I've said that I don't really think of myself as being like a content creator or like I have some people I love watching. I like Peter McKinnon stuff. I like Casey stuff. I like a guy named Chris Broad in Japan. But I don't really consider my YouTube channel a potential, big, huge hit. In fact, I'll tell you, Mike knows this, who's helping me with my channel. He's co-creating it and stepping in. So I don't know anything about the technology part, but here's the funny part. Mike knows this. There's a woman named Christine, who I really love, who has a channel called Girl Traveler, G-R-R Traveler. And I started following her years ago. Because, I started going to Japan, and she was one of my inspirations for even going to Japan for the first time. Because she had been to Japan, she'd done some really cool travel videos in Japan. Well, the reason I'm bringing her up, when I started making these videos about over a month ago, it's probably going on 2 months now, I was so excited that I had, iMovie, and I was actually making a video, that I enrolled her in a course called Video Legends, and it was a course specifically to learn how to monetize your channel and how to set up a YouTube channel. And she had been doing it like for 8 years, and if you look at her YouTube channel, she has pages and pages and pages and pages and pages of really top level videos. So I put in the comment section, she has asked something about, did anyone do anything this week that was a real breakthrough? So I sent one of my first videos, and I accidentally pushed the cartoon button. Like I could make this into a cartoon, but I accidentally did it, and she said to me, my very first video that I sent her, I could only watch 2 seconds of it. It was horrible. Basically unwatchable. And she said, don't ever do that again. I didn't even know what that term was. I didn't know what that term was. I just sneeze after starting to quit. I didn't even know what the term was, and she said, don't do that again. So I had to Google the term she used, and basically was, don't use, the cartoon thing ever again. Well, what was funny is Mike and Michelle of the Video Matrix Challenge, they watched the same video and liked it. Okay. Now, I actually thought it was cool given, there was a movie, I could even show the clip maybe here, and maybe YouTube won't mute it or whatever, maybe they would, but there was a movie called The Waking Life, and it was a whole movie. This was years ago, gosh, it might be 10 years ago or something, when the software first came out at Bing, where you could take videos like this and cartoon it, you know, make it look like a cartoon. And it was a whole film about little scenes about consciousness and asking questions, very similar to the video matrix that I had just done with the 90-day challenge. So I thought it was kind of cool in that respect, but it ended up, it kind of made me almost stop and say, oh gosh, if Christine's giving me this feedback right from the very beginning, I probably shouldn't even do this. She works to create.
And maybe I only exist in your mind. Some of this is real, this helps. It seemed like I'm walking in an alternate universe. You haven't met yourself yet. An objective, rational world. I'm just trying to get like a sense of where I am. Just wake up.
Do you remember me?
It's like I'm being prepared for something. You a dreamer? I've seen some of you around.
I'm Ken Rader, assistant Doug Rima, over-the-road truck driver. Obviously, you'll see on my videos I work for Met Transportation. But 4 days ago, I kind of had, 4 days ago, I had kind of a breakthrough. I mentioned this in the text. I had my iPhone, but I had not purchased a Mac Pro or done any video editing ever in my life. And it was really a limitation for me. I was kind of intimidated on the possibility to do it or be able to catch on. So I found an iMovie. I thought, well, I'll just download this for free and I'll try it out, see if I can just jump in and teach myself how to do film editing, add photos, do voiceover, do all of that stuff. And I found just by trial and error and repetition is the mother of skill, doing that, just taking every spare moment of my breaks, whatever, just making a video, I started figuring things out. Now I still have a lot to learn. I need to learn how to shorten my videos for B-roll, like 10-second segments, and some of my longer videos that I have in my photo gallery. I need to be able to scale them down. But I was mostly focusing the last few days, 4 days, just focusing on creating a 4-minute video using the content I have and just making transitions and voiceover and just using what I have, aware of all the other things I have to learn. But I've done well, I think, as far as learning some new things in the last 4 days. So what you're watching, take into consideration, I've never done any video editing or anything, and I'm doing it while I'm working a 70-hour work week as an over-the-road truck driver. So anyway, I'm going to sign off. I just want to make this quick intro, and I'm going to attach this to one of my videos and post it on the comment section here on Legend. Have a wonderful day.
You know, this is crazy for me to even think about making videos. And then what happened is I just started thinking about the personal development stuff that I've learned about, you know, not letting other people's opinions stop you, and that you have to do something bad. This is the key. You have to do something bad. She said, my video is really bad. And maybe it was. Maybe this is really bad. But you have to learn to do something bad before you get good. In other words, repetition's the mother of skill. So believe it or not, I still feel, and you probably believe it, that because I'm still in about the first month or going in the second month, and Mike and I are going on our third week working together, that you would perhaps think of my channel as being really bad. In fact, maybe Christine would think it's horrible, unwatchable. Or maybe she would say that I can watch only 3 seconds of it. So my point with this whole communication, and I appreciate Brian and Sandy waking me up, because I was actually crashed out when Brian and Sandy first called me. That first one that have you ever had someone call you kind of in the middle of the night when you're sound asleep? And this is a confession, Brian and Sandy, just being totally authentic. Has someone ever called you and you're kind of sleeping and they're talking to you, they're wide awake and they're saying, "Hi, this is Brian and Sandy, how are you? How are you doing?" And you're thinking, Brian and Sandy, who's Brian and Sandy? Oh, I don't know who this is. And you're talking to someone and you don't know who, you're not thinking of, you don't know who they are until you kind of wake up. Oh, Brian and Sandy, oh my God, I can't believe it didn't click, you know. That's how it was when they called. So they woke me up and we had a nice conversation. They were in LA on their way to potentially go down to Encinitas for the day, fly out from LA back to San Antonio. So I told Mike that I was gonna just keep making movies all night, because what I like about the weekend is that I don't have to worry about going to work tomorrow.